to say ladies and gentlemen in gender neutral terms.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Wow, I hit the post like magic.
You're a pro.
Well, apparently not. HIAC talk. Craig, I'm tired, man.
I know. You're tired of your amateur status. That's what it is.
I'm tired of.
Because you'd like to be pro.
I'm tired of, what I'm seeing all over, I'm tired of what happened in Chicago and nobody caring.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so exhausted. I don't have it anymore.
I for a split second, when you started off saying I'm tired and you said I'm tired twice, I thought you were going to launch into the Madeline Kahn song from Blazing Saddle. That one. Tired.
That would have been good.
Tired of playing the game.
Damn it.
Tired of being admired. Let's face it, I'm tired. Speaking of tired, D-Mac, ladies and gentlemen, Derek McDonald is here. No,
How we doing?
There we go.
If a motherfucker want to be tired, you talk to this man.
Well, I mean, he has a son, and the son wants a turtle. And monster trucks.
He wants turtles. He wants goldfish.
Yeah.
We today was I took the day off. He wanted to watch basketball, so we watched the Knicks preseason game. It's a lot going on to that.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of preseason.
We won't talk sports. Don't worry.
No, we put the pre in the preseason. So I know we had a busy week because it seems like we message each other every day this week, and it's only Thursday.
It's so funny because you guys message and then Dan just chimes in and he's fucking raging about
Dan
everything.
is so upset.
You messaging about it. I was saying right before right when we started, Derek, my fuse is non-existent anymore. And yes, it correlates with everything.
Yeah,
it's just gone.
Yeah, it's wild. Did you see, to add on top of it, did you see New Japan? They're not running USA shows because their attendance is down and none of their workers want to come here.
Really? No, I didn't see that.
I just saw that real quick. So
I believe it.
Please believe there is a certain former agent who works for a certain wrestling company that's sneaking around now, who has a business proposal for them. I'm pretty sure. His last name's Khan, and it's not Tony.
Oh boy.
So the WWE they already have AAA and they already have TNA, and to acquire New Japan,
that's a bit much. At that point, somebody has to step in and go, hey, what's happening?
Yeah, now we're talking totally global monopoly. I mean, the fact that what they're doing with TNA on NXT, so far there's been more eyes on TNA than there has been in the last 20 years, thanks to WWE, and they're actually promoting them. Some would argue, it's arguably how they're promoting TNA, at least not on the same level of NXT, but the TNA wrestlers or people that made their living in TNA are getting way more eyes on them than they ever would.
Yeah.
If they stayed on wherever they were. I don't even know what channel they were on.
Yeah. I mean, this past Tuesday, I watched Leon Slater and Javon Evans in that tag team match. They look like a modern day Hardy's boy. Like how could somebody watch that and not fall in love with that guy?
Exactly. And speaking of NXT, the last time we talked, we had since we talked last, we have a new NXT champion. Ricky Saints did the unthinkable. Out of all the people that I thought could take down Obafemi, didn't think it would be him. Not that there was anything wrong with that, because obviously they're high on him, and why wouldn't you be?
Yeah.
And I don't think this is to stick it to AEW at all, is because Ricky is that good. He is that over, and he can carry the ball.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
even if it was to stick it to AEW, I think that is one of the fair shots that they can send over there, because it was just an absolute dropping of the ball with Ricky, whatever the hell his name was over there.
Ricky Starks, yeah.
Ricky
He was absolute Ricky Starks.
Yes.
Absolutely not there.
Him and Ethan Page have been probably the two best signings they've made, other than, Cody and Punk and Jade. Especially Ethan. Ethan Page, he just looks like he comes out on NXT and just looks like a superstar.
Yeah, but I said that when he was in AEW, D. I said that guy, he looks like he's a grown man. He looks like an actual wrestler. I'm not going to get him confused with all the other 5'10", 140-pound guys they have over there. They want to push guys like Wheeler Yuta and Jungle Boy and Danny Garcia. While you got Ethan Hunt just right there, doing nothing every week, coming out with with a bunch of clowns. Like, that guy looks like something.
It goes back. Oh, I was just gonna add. It goes back to Andrade making his debut a week later, and it's like, okay, to do something this time.
Yeah.
I mean, I sent you guys the timeline of how he's gone back and forth. He's the only wrestler to go back and forth to both companies. I mean, no one during the Monday Night Wars went back and forth more times than that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe X-Pac, or not even Double
Jarrett.
J, but
You
Jarrett,
brought up Jarrett. Jarrett's the close one, but it's not.
But it
even
was
that
over-
many flips.
yeah, but Jarrett, it was like there was a fight. He'd leave after like a 3 or 4 year gap. There'd be 3 or 4 years where he stayed in the company. I think Andrade's been with either company for more than 2 years.
No.
Both signed. And I will say the difference between Andrade and Jarrett, and credit to both men, honestly, because both companies want them and have no problem. They didn't burn any bridges, so they gladly welcome them back. So kudos to them, because that's rare. In if someone leaves the company, they said to both men, "Hey, you guys ever want to come back? We'll be happy to have you. Not that we can do anything with you, but we'll be happy to have you."
Yeah.
The thing is, Jeff Jarrett can get himself over. No matter what company he's in, he can get himself over. I can't say that about Andrade. He has to be booked specifically because he doesn't have a promo. They refuse to give him a manager. That would help him out a lot. A heel manager, if he's going to be a heel, someone that can talk for him, someone that can get heat for him. But
Jesus.
and I know what you're going to say, Dan. Either push this guy to the moon or tell him to fuck off, because this is.
Yeah, you brought him back again. Let's fantasy book. Let's get Don Callis off my television and have Andrade be the one in charge. Get the non-wrestling guy out of there. I mean in ring, not that, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I hope Don Callis anyway. But
I hope it works out for him, because where he's at right now is the same place he was before he left. Remember, he was in like that Matt Hardy family thing, conglomerate thing. They had he was just a master guy. He's right back to that. And
sorry,
and I was gonna say, and like, I look at the Callis family, and if you look at the people in it, let's take Andrade and let's take Josh Alexander. Those are two guys who shouldn't be in that group.
No.
At all. They should be building up their own way as a if they need a manager, give them a manager not named Don. Once again, we've said before, why can't Stokely Hathaway? Why can't you put him with a Josh Alexander? Just let him talk and let Josh beat people up. But you put everybody if everybody's in the Callis family, nobody stands out. They're all the same at that point.
It was the NWO 1999. Let's put everybody in there.
Yeah.
And so it means nothing.
But then you had him immediately join, like I said, the Callis family.
Mm-hmm.
So you already know it's going to lead to nowhere unless the they learned their lesson.
No, I don't think that's the case at all.
He's just another guy already.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, they think that putting him with Kenny Omega, that'll give him the rub, and I'm sure the two of them can have a great match. You know, that's assuming Kenny's healthy.
The rub's got to lead somewhere.
Yeah, but
exactly.
but it never does. That's the thing.
No.
So, but they think it does. Like they think that having Lee Moriarty come out in his hometown and have a 20-minute match against the champion Hangman Page, that's supposed to give him a push. So meanwhile, it takes your world champion 20 minutes to beat a guy who's never won on TV. That's the push you're giving them. So now everyone's going to think Lee Moriarty's a main event guy now because he's been off television for a year and a half. He never won when he was on television, but he took the world champion to the limit. Who's going to pay to see him again?
Yeah, it's like, does anybody remember Daniel Garcia beating MJF for the TNT title? No.
No. Hey,
No.
D, does anyone remember when Daniel Garcia made Bryan Danielson tap out?
No.
No.
It can't just be a moment. I think we said this a couple weeks ago. Austin bleeding out, Austin having a great match against Brett at Survivor Series before WrestleMania 13. That means nothing if you don't do anything with Austin after he wrestles Brett at Survivor Series. It means nothing. And they never follow up on anything.
No.
At all. Mark Briscoe just beat MJF. He's a regular guy again.
Yeah.
That was a couple weeks ago.
D, they had the Hurt Syndicate lose for the first time.
Yes.
And they lost to Ricochet's guys.
Mm-hmm.
And then fresh off that win on a pay-per-view, Ricochet's guys lose to Brodino.
Yeah.
So what's the point of beating the Hurt Syndicate?
Why should we care about them?
Andrade left WWE March 21st, 2021. Debuted in AEW June 4th, 2021. Leaves AEW December 30th, 23. Returns to WWE January of 27th last year. Leaves on the 13th of September. Back in AEW on August. We're backtracking. October 1st.
And I read somewhere they fired him, so he didn't have a 90-day compete, and he failed multiple wellness tests, they said.
Really?
So he didn't
WWE said that? WWE said that?
Yeah. It was, what is it, Mike Johnson or one of those guys said they fired him.
So AEW doesn't have a wellness check either? So I guess this guy failed a drug test in another company, so he's okay here?
But also, I'm taking it like it's WWE. You know, they spent. I'm not saying I don't believe it, but I'm like, maybe.
It could be like, remember when Warrior, Sid, and Bulldog mysteriously left WWE right before the steroid trial, and they all went to WCW because they didn't want to take the test?
Well, Warrior for a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So I wonder if it's something like that, because look, he looked jacked. He looked jacked the other night. But I don't know. I'm rooting for the guy. I like him.
Yeah.
I've always liked him. And the thing, that's why he's been so employable with both companies. The guy can work. The guy, he looks amazing. He's never had a bad match. You put him in with.
You just said, Craig, and I'll double down. For all the things people say about Kenny Omega, I don't hate Kenny Omega. I don't get why Cornette doesn't like him. I've heard him explain it 50 times. I've heard you explain it. I agree to disagree on that.
Okay.
Those matches are going to be great. I'm assuming they're going to have more than one.
Yeah. Again, like I said, assuming Kenny's healthy,
Yeah. What we do agree on is the matches are going to be great, but then you have to do something with it. You can't keep cycling. I always say and I'm correct. Wrestling is just a cycle of the same stuff, and it just gets recycled. And when I say recycled, I don't mean the exact carbon copies of the same thing. But like LA Knight, when he debuted on WWE TV, the criticism about he sounds like this, it sounds like that. Yeah, he's the child of what we all grew up. Duh.
What's wrong with that?
Hello.
What's wrong with that?
And Hulk Hogan was a ripped off superstar. And that was a rip. Nature Boy Ric Flair ripped off the Nature Boy.
Buddy Rogers and all the bleach blonde wrestlers we had back in the 60s to the 70s were all Buddy Rogers. They were all who were all Gorgeous George. So yeah,
yes. You finished the key for me. I was like, and Buddy Rogers came from Gorgeous George. And I'm not saying ripped off is a bad thing. That's what wrestling is. But then ripping it off, having him come in, and supposedly doing a program with Kenny Omega, which we just set up. You better do something again. Do something this time. You can't keep that cycle of the cycle going, because then you're diluting it. Because then the next time you piss him off because you do nothing with him, he's just going to go to WWE again or TNA if they're not bought, or he'll get sent down to Ring of Honor, which I actually think that'd be kind of cool. But and what Derek, you brought it up in our message earlier. I honestly thought him and Triple H, Triple A was a slam dunk.
Yep.
That could be your that could be your Triple A world champion, or at least a major player there. Have Dom beat him or have him beat Dom for it.
Triple A shows have been so. I'm sorry, Craig. Continue.
I was gonna say, to finish your point about Andrade and Omega. Omega's I don't see any issue with Omega putting him over, which is what he should. But once he does, Andrade needs to be the number one contender for the heavyweight championship. Right after that,
it writes itself, Craig. Exactly.
Yes.
After Omega, it's title.
He beats Kenny Omega at pay-per-view, and then he's not on Wednesday, or they don't mention it at all. Then you've already dropped the ball.
And for people who are listening to this, like, why are they thinking like that? Because they've done it almost every single time before. The other day, after we were done, Derek. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, like you said, to follow up, I love Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe just beat the longest reigning AEW champion at your last pay-per-view, right? Why can't he go into a program with Hangman? And look, I love Samoa Joe. But you mean to tell me you couldn't swap out Samoa Joe for Mark Briscoe for one pay-per-view? Just to have Mark go, I'm dedicating this title win to my brother who was ROH World. Like, there's so many stories you could tell. And instead of telling that story, you went to Samoa Joe, who I love. But why not strike while the iron's hot with a guy like Mark Briscoe?
The iron was hot 2 years ago, Derek, after his brother died. You have a white hot baby face here that the fans already love. It's bad enough you couldn't televise his best matches because for whatever reason, the owner of the company didn't want the Briscoes on the television because Jay said something 10 years ago that he since apologized for.
Yeah, it's not that he said it 10 years. Yeah, thank you, Craig. Continue. You made the point I was going to make.
So you have this public sympathy for him from the entire wrestling world, from both companies recognizing the death of Jay Briscoe. Mark comes in as a tremendous baby. They push that guy to the moon. You know he can talk, he can work, even that bullshit hardcore shit that they love. He can do all of that.
Yep.
He should have been a main event guy right then. But now it's 2 years later, but that's the AEW formally. We'll bring a guy in that everyone knows, like a Mark Briscoe or a Jay Lethal. We'll beat him on the first night, and then 2 years later, we'll start giving him wins. Speaking of striking while the iron's hot, why couldn't you put the belt or a belt on MJF when he was promoting Happy Gilmore? Oh, by the way, one of our main stars in AEW is on the #1 show on Netflix. Oh, if Samoa Joe is on Twisted Metal, the #1 show on Peacock, he's on the red carpet. Hey, why don't you have him on the red carpet with a belt, with the AEW Heavyweight Championship? Oh, by the way, this guy is a major TV star as well as being our AEW champion. You have built-in Rocks or John Cena right there. They talk about Cena on Peacemaker. Everyone knows that he's on a television show. You can't do that with your AEW guys. You need as much publicity as you can get. People that are watching Twisted Metal aren't watching AEW. People that are watching Happy Gilmore had no fucking idea that MJF was a wrestler. They're seeing him for the first time.
And you mentioned, Craig, those two guys are on top shows on platforms that present your competition. So I have to go to Peacock to watch NXT. I have to go to Netflix to watch Raw. Why would you not promote? Hey, while you're there, here's two of our champions who you could see there, and come back and see them here. It makes common sense.
And to add to it, talk about this reminded me because I got guff from somebody. I call it guff because it was.
My mom calls it guff.
Yeah. Does she? I know I like your mom.
Yeah.
There's many reasons I like your mom, but there's another reason why I like your mom. It's a good word.
Yeah.
But I said after the show, anyone else should be booking the women's division on AEW.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody told me, anybody thinking this can't be taken seriously. And that now, first, my reply was, because his picture is like he's in his mid to late 20s at a wrestling show holding a title belt. And I said, well, that's okay. I don't take anybody who carries title belts to wrestling shows in their 20s, 30s seriously either. So we're even. And then I muted him because we weren't having a conversation. That was me telling him to suck my dick. So to add on to that, Tony Storm is genius.
Mm-hmm.
Literally at every turn, I would argue or debate at any turn, Tony Storm has been wonderful. That it could have fallen apart when she was doing the seemingly amnesia thing.
Yeah.
And it turns out she was just screwing around the whole time. But it's Tony Storm. I keep thinking, please don't crucify me for this. But as far as I'm concerned, when I see Tony Storm, I think of Dusty. Dusty, who made anything work. That was his whole point with the polka dots. You gave me this? Okay. I'm going to make it work. And what happened?
Yeah.
He was getting over everybody. Everybody. Because he was Dusty Rhodes. Didn't matter. Tony Storm has been great.
Mm-hmm.
And there's very little she could do to screw this up. That does not mean that the rest of the women's division, they are dropping the ball on so many talented women.
Oh,
it's you wonder why I say this. Now, I will also put an asterisk and say an Athena, Ember Moon. That is working out for Ring of Honor. Yeah. And I'm loving what they're doing. But then you have a middle ground of a bunch of shit like you do with the the men's division of we argued about Rio in the chat and then it basically came to the same conclusions on the show last week. That's their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Past the debate of whether it's believable or not. Don't start it and then not finish it. Don't give her a belt for a month and don't Macho Man her 1998. You know what I mean.
Macho.
You know what I mean. Here's the belt. Just kidding. Don't do that.
Yeah.
If Rio's so over, and I agree, rocket ship to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
What's stopping you? At that point, the only way it fails is if she does something, and again, whether we like it or not, I happen to like it, not much she can do to screw that up. You strap the rocket to her, just like you strap the rocket to Tony Storm. But there's this middle ground of cluster effery. I'm trying not to curse as much. Of me going, yes, I could absolutely outbook the booker of the women's division.
Yeah. I mean,
and it would have started with Nyla Rose 6 years ago. God damn it, I'll never get over that.
I mean, you bring up Athena. Remember how excited everybody was that she was finally on AEW TV and she was doing the stuff for Mercedes, and now she's just gone. Too.
Yeah,
and now she's just gone now. And nothing against ROH, but she should be on your main show.
Yes.
Yeah, she's the only thing wrong with that is that she should be on the main show. That's really the only debate I have against it. That should be happening on the main shows.
And I mean, if you go back to WWE, 2 years ago, EO was doing nothing. Right. EO was in a tag team with Dakota Kai, and they were doing nothing. They gave EO a shot. They strapped a rocket to EO, and now you can argue she's the best female wrestler in the world. Right? And now she's involved in a program with Rhea and Asuka that is some of the best things you can watch on Monday night.
Good. And going forward, we know we can put EO in a main event match
Yep.
And if she loses, it's not going to damage her at all because
Nope.
she's already been a made person.
Yeah. Everybody, you have to give people an opportunity. Kyrie Zane's been doing nothing. And now she's the sad little sidekick to Asuka who
Yeah.
does everything. But you have to give people a chance to, after Athena lost to Mercedes, if you didn't want to put the title on her, fine. But put her on TV. Let
Yeah.
something work. Everything I've heard about the Tony Storm thing, it's all Tony Storm's idea. She came up with
Thank
it.
you for making that point.
Yeah. So listen to the wrestlers. Don't only listen to the elite who seems like they can do whatever they want,
Yeah.
but listen to everybody. Look, Bailey's been sitting around doing nothing, right? She missed WrestleMania. She missed SummerSlam. Now she's doing this crazy schizophrenic angle and people are into it. You have to give people a chance and they don't do that at all. Nobody gets a shot.
Mm-mm. And Tony Storm, it took her 3 years to get to where she is now, where she's so over she doesn't need a belt because she's like the women's division Andre the Giant. She's just untouchable. She's a special attraction. You could bring her in at any time. She could be someone's mystery partner. She can be she can just show up because she's so over. But in order for her to be over, you have to make someone else has to get over. I'm noticing that AEW is bringing back the greatest hits collection. You notice in the last week, they brought back EO, they brought back Orange Cassidy, and they brought back Jack Perry, trying to recapture their old glory. I guess back in the days when they used to get 800,000, 700,000 fans a week.
One aside before you continue, or are they doing that to make good of dropping the ball towards the end? Continue.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to help anyone. Since no one was the reason why they're down to 500,000 viewers when they were up 800,000 viewers because of the people I just mentioned, because they were on our TV so much and no one cared anymore.
Can someone explain to me where Nyla Rose is and what's going on? Is she signed there anymore?
She's still there. Yeah.
You know, Tony pays people a buttload of money to not show up on TV.
Why is somebody the caliber of Nyla Rose sitting at home?
I mean, the list. Add her to the list. Why is Britt Baker sitting at home? And they were just in Pittsburgh.
They were just in Pittsburgh, yeah.
Why is Britt Baker home?
Well, you heard. Well, that's why Ricky left. What did Ricky? Ricky had to tweet out "I'm not hurt. I'm not injured.
I'm fine."
Yeah.
Look at the stuff between them and Penta and Phoenix.
Yeah. Scorpio Sky
again. I
home.
want the Scorpio. Son of a bitch. Again, it's just not to. Pun not intended. Elite talent.
Yes.
For a group of folks that hate clicks and didn't want to do it the old way. I'm trying every week to benefit of the doubt, forget it and say, nah, it's me. But every week, I come back to the same conclusion. Nah, it be you.
Yeah. We're talking about a guy who punished people for praising Punk for being a good leader. He sent Ricky home because Ricky was like, "Oh, I love seeing Punk." Oh, and all they would say was, "He helped me out," and they set people home for that. This is a petty company.
And again, all Tony Khan had to do was be a boss in that situation.
Yeah.
All he had to do.
All he had to do was you pick Jack Perry or CM Punk.
I mean, no, but I mean before that.
Before that.
Set that up.
All
he had to do was be the boss and go, "You're not doing it."
Yeah.
I said so. I own this place and I say it's not happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't like it, there's the fucking door.
Yeah. Like, oh, Bucks, you don't want to sit with him, but Kenny, you want to talk to him? Fine. You and Kenny gonna make money. Bucks, you're out of here.
You're out. Right.
You sit home.
Yeah.
I try to forget. Every day I wake up, and this goes, but also in general, with things I won't mention because the windows are open. Thank you for understanding. I try to wipe the slate clean. I'm like, all right, let's get through today. And then by lunch, even if I stay off social media,
Mm-hmm.
if it's not social media, it's watching wrestling going, what the fuck?
I mean, it's hard. Like, I keep going back to that Punk thing because I turn on Raw. He's been feuding with Seth Rollins for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's changed at every they brought his wife back. It's changed at every level. And you mean to tell me they couldn't still be eating off of a Punk? He could have wrestled Omega. He could have wrestled Hangman. He could have wrestled the Bucks with FTR. It was so many different programs they could do. Him and Joe could have teamed up and wrestled somebody because Joe's this guy. He could have took one of these young guys. It was so many things they could have did. And they dropped the ball. And now I turn on Raw and I see Punk and Seth Rollins making a ton of money off it, headlining pay-per-views with it.
Yeah. AJ could have come back on AEW and done something. Punk and MJF is still the best feud that I think that's been in AEW history. And Punk was all about helping guys. Another guy that was punished for seeking out Punk's counsel. I'm still thinking getting punished is Hobbs.
Yeah.
When Punk told, Hobbs told a story about being with talking to Punk and his mom was in the audience. He said, let's put on a show for your mom. And and he gave him as much confidence and as he could. And he said, I got more confidence from Punk than I did from anyone else there because he seeks out veterans. But yeah, they dropped the ball on everything. And speaking of wives coming back, you bring back Beth Phoenix for the first time in your company.
Yeah.
And did we talk about that last week? And you spy Power Driver, and she's out now.
Yes, we did.
Well, that was great. She couldn't help the women's division at all. I guess not.
It's not.
The last match she wrestled in WWE was against Rhea Ripley. You don't think that helped Rhea? You don't think that helped Rhea on her ascent to what she is now? And to get back to the MJF thing, what is today? I'm telling everybody this Thursday, October 2nd, in the year of our Lord 2025, MJF will main event a night of WrestleMania against CM Punk. I am calling it right now. He's going to leave AEW. He will come to and him and Punk are going to make a lot of money because I can't believe Punk is looking at this guy and Punk's probably thinking to himself, all the money we left on the table.
Would MJF go to Saudi Arabia?
No.
No, I'm not saying you're not saying this WrestleMania. I'm not saying this WrestleMania.
No,
but
I just want to know how excited I should get. That's why I was asking.
No, I don't. But you know what? Punk went, so I don't know.
And you know what? Sammy went.
Yeah, and is another thing. I'm going to say what October 2nd. The Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is in Saudi next year. Sami Zayn will win the Royal Rumble in Saudi. I see it a mile away. They want him. He's gonna wrap himself in that Palestinian flag. That place is going to go crazy, and he's going to main event WrestleMania.
Wow, laugh so hard.
I think that's the plan.
Okay, I can roll with that.
Because wasn't he talking before he won this U.S. title? Everything was, I need to be a champion. I need to be a champion.
Yeah.
I think he wins, and I think he either beats Cody or whoever has that other title. I think. I think they're setting up Randy Cody for Mania. So whoever has the other belt, I think Sammy might beat. But that's what I see.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mania, we're in October now, so we're winding down.
Ouch.
Speaking of winding down, I sent you guys because I couldn't believe it. The ticket prices for John Cena's last match in Washington D.C. I mean, it sucks that it wasn't in Boston, where it was supposed to be.
Yeah, money grab.
Yeah, because I thought it would have been more. The tickets might have been more in Boston. But the fact of the matter is, it's so outrageous in Washington D.C. alone. I don't know how you get.
I need to bring up those. Yeah, I need to bring up the ticket prices you gave me.
Any tickets? No, I mean, I have them right here because I sent it to you guys, but for just the ringside seats.
Yep, got it.
Okay, you got it.
Ticket prices for this is just you can read it. I was just bringing it up. I was just trying to text it so it is on screen. You absolutely read it. Go for it.
Okay, I will read it.
Why don't you read it, historian?
Well, this is history making prices here. Ticket fans of HIAC Talk Radio. These are the ticket prices for John Cena's last match. Okay,
DC.
in Washington D.C., not his hometown in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
In Washington D.C., in the 5th row, row E, a ramp site, $6,500 a ticket.
That is crazy.
For the 2nd row, ramp side, $9,500 a ticket. For the TV side, ringside, this is where you can be row 1 on camera. The TV side, ringside package, row A, $11,500 per ticket. 11,000. The standard seats, like if you just want to go say, hey, son, you want to go see John Cena's last match? Will cost you between $250 and $3,000. Somewhere in that range, you can buy a ticket for John Cena's last match in Washington, D.C. Standard seats range from between $250 and $3,000.
That's crazy for a 2-hour show because it's Saturday's night main event.
Yeah,
for like 4 or 5 matches.
Well, that
Oh,
so that was going to be my first question. Are they even doing dark matches, that kind of thing anymore?
for that kind of money, there better be a WrestleMania dark match. There'd be like 10 dark matches.
Yeah, but are they?
That's crazy. And you're going to be restricted because it's going to be on NBC. So you're going to be restricted for time, like good old Billy Goldberg was.
Yeah.
The money grab. The money grab is so outward. Like news came out. It's not in Boston because Boston couldn't pay enough, which is horrible. Like you're making enough money. Let the man retire. Yeah.
Yeah. With the money grab.
They had to bid for it. Yeah, they had to bid for it because it was his last match. Why you just don't let the man have his last match in Boston? I don't understand. Those tickets are ridiculous.
Yes.
Ridiculous. And you're buying these tickets and you don't even know who his last opponent is going to be. So it's not even like you can go, well, he's wrestling Roman Reigns. And I get it. And I said this in our chat. The problem is there's people who are crazy enough who are going to buy those tickets.
Yeah.
But there's going to come a time, TKO, because the wrestling business has ups and downs. You're not going to be as hot as you are now. And you're going to have problems selling these tickets. And then what are you going to do then? Because you can only push the Roman button but so many times. Because it's not lost on me that Roman's back all of a sudden and were having problems moving tickets to certain shows. But that's just and you claim to be family friendly. Those are the
family prices.
By the way, when ticket prices get like this big, Derek, I know there's Ashe Wrestling. Go give that money to them. In fact, instead of that, buy their replica title belts. Do you like wearing belts at shows, everybody? Buy that one. And it's cheaper and it's pretty sweet looking. This is when they do this. I'm just gonna say it. Ticket prices this big. Go over to AEW. Do it. Give it a shot. Go to TNA. Go to any indie wrestling show on purpose instead of giving that kind of money away. That is goddamn ridiculous.
That's crazy. And I love John Cena, and I think he deserves all his flowers. I would not pay that money to get. I would not pay $250 to sit in the nosebleeds. No. That's ridiculous.
And this is at Capital One Arena. And I've never paid that much.
You know that
no way.
Ringside tickets for WrestleMania 1 1985, 40 years ago, was the high price was $150.
Yes, my dad and my brother told me that. Yeah, I remember my dad. Yeah, he was saying he was like, I want to take your brother, but the tickets they were $150. And If he could see these prices now, boy.
Yeah.
Wow. We used to go to house shows. Tickets started at $10.
Mm-hmm. Well,
House shows.
well, look at any old wrestling program from as late as 1988, 89. You see ringside $7 or ringside $12, and five, and the would decrease as you go off. So you get $5, $6 seats, $4 seats in the nosebleed section, and it wouldn't be anything to pay that, because those are family friendly events. These aren't family ticket prices, and
No.
and you wonder why there's no kids there, or not as many children there, because it's they're going to price themselves out, and you can only hit the Roman button so far because he's got another movie to do, and if you're hitting your Roman button just like you're hitting the Brock button, that means you're not making new stars. Because if you have to rely on the old ones to keep coming back, because there's only a certain amount of time they can come back. And for all intents and purposes, most smart fans aren't happy to see Brock back. I know Cena fans aren't.
Yeah, that's true.
So you need to make some new stars.
Rational
stars
people
that can.
are not happy either.
But right now, is there anyone that's below 40 that fans are going to pay $3,000 a ticket to see?
No. I would pay $3,000 for Sting.
Happy birthday, Sting.
Hell no.
No. They need to reconfigure things out. And it doesn't have to be the same formula, because when you lost Hulk and you put Macho on commentary, you pivoted to Shawn and Brett.
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be, they didn't get, even though they tried to get the next big muscular guy to replace Hogan, but sometimes the next thing that works isn't always the next thing. Cena wasn't Austin. Cena wasn't Rock. Cody's Cena light. But yeah, Punk is getting up there. Cody's going to start getting up there.
He's caffeine Cena. It's fine.
Yeah. Roman is going to become a movie star more and more. He's going to be like The Rock to you. You have to build up new guys. But if you look down at NXT, and then this is a whole nother argument because we get into booking, you won't have to call Brock if you book Oba the right way. He can be the Brock that you have. You don't have to do that. You have guys like Ricky Saints who can talk. You don't have to bring these guys back. You can use these younger guys to elevate.
Derek, I think you already have your Brock and Roman already on the main roster. Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu are your Brock and Roman. You book those guys just like they did with the Midnight and Rock and Roll. Keep them apart for a year. Have them beat everyone. Don't have them touch, or like Heyman did with Sabu and Taz. Don't have them touch each other. Have them beat everyone else for a whole year, then stick them in the ring together.
Yeah.
Don't give it away for free.
This is the first time, I think, since they called up Orton, Batista, Brock, and Shelton, where you have a whole crop of young people. Like Rhea isn't even 30 yet. You have Rhea. You have Bianca. You have, like you said, Ricky Saints. You have Oba. Javon Evans could be like the next high-flying guy that kids fall in love with. You have all this talent. You have Mariah May down in there's so much talent that they have that you could use to replace these guys. Because God bless Punk. Yeah. How much longer is he going to go? You're going to, in the next 6 months, you're going to lose AJ and you're going to lose Cena.
Yes.
Those two spots right there you're going to have to fill with guys. Stuff is getting long in the tooth. You can't keep relying on these guys. Like you said, they already have Jacob and Braun to keep them apart. Me personally, I would take Braun and I would have him squash Brock at Mania next year, and there goes our monster.
He's the closest thing to a Brock Lesnar that they have. Like, that's ready to go right now. I mean, all that talk about him being the future of the company is not. That's exactly what Paul Heyman's saying. Because when Braun turns on Seth, when the Vision breaks up, just like they did with the Shield, just like they did with any group that it's been together for a long time. But Braun's that's your Brock Lesnar. He was already over before. This is giving him the main event push. Now he's a top guy. They need to do it better with Jacob. I don't think feuding with Drew McIntyre is going to do him any favors. Not that Drew's not a slouch. He's another. They have WWE has the opposite problem that AEW have. They have so many stars. We didn't even mention Drew McIntyre. That's
Yeah,
another
right.
main event guy, former champion that you could put on top and leave on top. But again, like the other guys, he's getting long in the tooth too. He's not the future of the company. Jacob, Braun Breaker, that's your Brock and Roman 2.0 right there. And
Yeah.
just like when Hall, Nash, and Hogan left, when the NWO was on top, WWE had ammunition. They had Rock, they had Austin, they had Mick Foley. That made the company the company. They weren't Brett and Shawn. They were the opposite of Brett and Shawn. For that era, it was Rock and Austin. WWE has ammunition on the main roster, but more so in NXT. So when those guys do go, AJ, Cena, Rock, and everyone, a guy like Gunther can carry it. A guy like Braun Breaker can carry it. A guy like Jacob Fatu can carry it. Obafemi could be your Andre the Giant, your special attraction. He could be like what Undertaker was. Just bring him in to beat someone's ass. You can put the belt on him. You can take or you could put someone else over by taking it off him, like they did with Ricky. He's bulletproof. A guy that good, he can. He doesn't ever lose, but when he does, it's a big deal.
Yeah, and naming all those guys, we still didn't mention you break up the Profits and you have Montez Ford.
Yeah.
You have Carmelo Hayes, who you could do something with. Damian Priest, I think they should be booking better than they're booking. There's so many guys. And like I said before, you have a Mania Night and Mania Night 1 and Night 2 main event with Rhea and Bianca and Jacob and Braun. Those four can main event a Mania for you anywhere in the next 5 years.
Most definitely. I think and before that happens, though, I think they need to put the belt on LA Knight before he's.
Oh yeah, he's now. Yeah,
he's way overdue.
Yeah. Hell, when Kevin Owens gets better, I think he has one last main event run in him just because he can talk and he doesn't mind putting people over.
Yeah. He could be in Sammy's corner when Sammy wins.
And then immediately hit him.
And then turn on him.
Yeah.
That's the flair to his Sting, yeah.
When it happens, yeah. It happens. Sometimes we don't learn. Sting never did.
I just watched the other day when it was Sting and Flair versus Arn and Pillman. And he tags Flair and Flair starts dancing and it slaps and he just pulls off and punches Sting in the face.
Yeah. It's great booking. I didn't see that coming.
We should have, though.
He spent like 3 months begging Sting to trust him, right?
Yeah.
He really should have saw that coming, yeah. In other news, it's not called Invasion anymore.
No.
It's called Showdown. Whatever happened that we can't
say, yeah. They angered.
Is insurrection bad too?
Yeah. Well, you can say it, but you just have to spell it with 2 X's.
Yeah, there you go. And it can't be filmed in America. You have to take it across the pond.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
And do it.
Hey, listen.
That's a shame.
I love what they. I love what they're doing. We were saying it in the chat. I hope they don't blow that off as the show, and then it's over. I hope this is the beginning and not the end, because if they're blowing it on a Tuesday just to counter program, I'm going to be upset.
Yeah, this should be upset. This is when they should book TNA to finally get their get back. Mm-hmm. This is when they should happen. I assume
that's what's going on. We're at the part of the story where TNA is getting their comeuppance.
Yeah, because I hope even the Invasion pay-per-view it ended with WCW winning. No, was it Invasion? Yeah, because
the sins of the Father are hurting us all.
Yeah, so I hope. Like, I know the Hardy Boys are on there. I guess you could put the belts on them and WWE be comfortable because let's be honest, they're WWE guys.
Yeah,
but this should be where TNA comes out looking,
Yeah.
Oh, and Mustafa Ali returning.
Oh, that
Mustafa Ali, yeah.
Good for him. He's another guy. Like, I remember when he got cut and everybody thought he was going to AEW. He went to TNA, and I saw an interview. I think it was with Chris Van Vliet, and they was like, "Oh, everybody was expecting you to go." He goes, "I need an opportunity. Nothing against AEW." He goes, "But I had more opportunity here in TNA, and now look at the guy."
Yeah. Big smart move.
That just it goes back to the Dusty thing.
Mhm.
I don't need you. I can do it myself. Especially if
Mhm.
especially if you're gonna do it to me on purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mustafa Ali is thank you for correcting my pronunciation.
That's it.
Sometimes us crackers don't know. And especially when they watch most of it on mute. Like, I didn't hear a damn. I can't listen to the announcers. I was a little bit, because I thought he'd get forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. So I was kind of taken aback by that reaction and pleasantly surprised. It was very good.
Yeah.
I do want Morella off. Get out of here.
You know,
You out. You out.
Yeah, what were you gonna see, Derek?
I was gonna say, and good for Ali, because this gimmick that he's doing now is the one he wanted to do in WWE, and Vince wouldn't let him do it.
Oh yeah, what a shock!
The presidential thing, he said Vince didn't want him to do it, so he's doing it his way, and he's proving everybody wrong. I'm happy for the guy, and before he left, before they cut him, he was doing great work down in NXT.
Yeah, and what they did such a great job is, and another huge difference between WWE and AEW, the announcing. They talked about how he had left, and even Mustafa even said, "I was supposed to have a North American title shot."
Yep.
Right before they let me go,
Yeah,
so I'm still owed a title shot.
That also took. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and so that way you're even telling the fans that are tuning in for the first time, oh, that's the backstory. That's who this person is. Huge difference. It helps. It helps so much with your announcing team to tell a story. This goes all the way back to Bill Watts. Talk about it like someone's watching it for the first time. Who are these guys? Why are they mad at each other? Remind them, okay? And even if they already know it, if your fans already know it, good. But someone out there does it. So call every match.
Such the annoying. If they did it naturally, I'd care less. But they do it in such the most annoying way.
Well, they'll bring out.
I forgot.
Well, they debut new wrestlers all the time. And the fans, the AEW fans know who they are. Hey, how about the people that don't watch AEW? Who is this person from Japan? Why should I care about them?
Yeah.
But they're like, oh my God, it's Shibata. Okay, who the fuck is Shibata?
Yeah, right. Who's that?
Talk to me like I'm 6.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
Tell
say
me
it
who
again.
this is.
A gal says, explain as you would a child.
Shawn Michaels, I think, he's the best booker in wrestling right now. I think he even when Ash by Elegance, when she showed up, they made a big deal. She was here first. She had a different persona. This is what she did. She had to leave, and now she's a completely. They give her props for leaving, going somewhere, and reinventing herself.
I just would like to raise my hand and say I hitched my what is it called? You hitched to the wagon?
Hitch
your wagon too.
I hitched onto that wagon before she left WWE.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's on record.
Yeah, and it's sad because I think on Busted Open today, Tommy Dreamer said her career is over. Like, this isn't an injury thing. She can't wrestle. And it sucks because she finally became a world champion. She was doing good work.
Say that again.
She relinquished the title.
Right.
And not Bully Ray. Tommy Dreamer said, this isn't just an injury. He goes, she can't wrestle anymore. He goes, this is it.
What?
She's hanging up the boots. Yeah. He goes, and asked people to respect her privacy. He didn't say why, but
bitch, dude.
He was like, she's done. This is it.
Oh, come on, man. She just
and that sucks for her.
Title.
Yeah. He was like, it sucks because she was just starting to get there.
Bitch, man. No. Oh man, you see a grown man cry today. God,
But
come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
wrestling gods, what the frig?
Maybe I hope she comes back. But
I
yeah,
am. I trust Tommy.
yeah,
I don't always like Tommy, but I trust Tommy because Tommy is involved. God damn.
yeah, yeah. That whole NXT, TNA is a good place to go, and like if you want to work your character and reinvent yourself. I mean, look at the Iconics who were also on NXT this past week. Yeah, they completely reinvented themselves.
I miss the Iconics, though. It was a great
Oh,
name. It's a great gimmick.
oh, they they were amazing. Oh, they were so good, especially Billy Kay.
Yeah.
I'm glad
I
that
hope-
they showed up in the audience doing the.
Yeah, the crowd, chanted Iconic when they announced they were going to be part of Team TNA and everything. I enjoyed that.
Here's a Bustano's privacy. She will not be in the ring again for the foreseeable future and due to HIPAA law. Oh, God.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he said we can't say why.
And of course,
So I never,
I don't know
never
why
say
I read
never.
Reddit. Why do I read Reddit? I don't know why.
It
God damn
once I saw, Edge, and AJ, and Punk, and Paige come back, unless it's something worse than that, there's still a chance for her. I think.
Man, that bummed me out. That was finding. I was listening to what you said, and then I was bringing up the video of her winning, and then you said that, and it didn't register, and I had to hear it again. Wait. That was legit me finding out. Damn it.
Yeah, that's why Kalani, who's also awesome. That's why Kalani Jordan is the TNA Women's Champion right now. They even did a good job explaining why an NXT girl has to be on Team TNA. They did a good job of that too, I thought.
Yeah.
Again, it's exposition. It's really simple. It does not take that long to explain to your fans what's going on, why it's going on.
Yeah.
Oh man, this puts this video in a whole other light now. I'm crushed.
She won. She won the belt on the NXT show, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. They were having that 3-way match. That's right.
Also, I did want to double down and say we've gone full circle from Triple H to Tony Khan right back to now Shawn Michaels and NXT, with NXT being the best wrestling show on door.
Oh, by far.
By far. Raw,
Yeah.
SmackDown, Dynamite, Collision, TNA is up there now. I'm enjoying a lot of what I see. Oh, this is killing me now. I gotta shut it up. But NXT has been the best show over all around, all of them.
Yeah. He's built the most stars. He's introduced the most new talent.
So it makes me wonder, how much control does Trips actually have booking wise, now that it is a board. And mostly non-wrestling, you know what I mean?
Because if you look at the way he books the main roster, he books it nothing like NXT when he was in charge.
Yeah, I had such high hopes, and that penny dropped like so quick. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
And Sean is booking a great NXT, and he doesn't necessarily have the horses that Triple H had, because Triple H had the Undisputed Era, he had Keith Lee, he had Ciampa, he had Gargano, he had all this talent down there.
I mean, I don't know. It seems to be fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That proves how good he is. Yeah.
It does prove how good he is. I guess it's so weird that the dynamic between Triple H and Shawn Michaels is now the best booker in wrestling, and Triple H will take those same guys and I mean, did you see the graphic of when Ricky Saints won the NXT Championship? And we're all high on him. It's like, okay, this is awesome. This is perfect. But then you look at the list of NXT champions that went to the main roster, and nothing happened. And you can count on one hand the guys that did do something, like Seth, Joe, Gunther, Kevin Owens. But the guys that didn't, Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Shinsuke,
Carmelo Hayes, yeah.
Carmelo. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
just hope that this isn't one of those times.
Yeah.
Well,
It seems like Sean is doing a Hunter what Hunter did to Vince, where he was just afraid to give him top talent because he knew like this is it.
Yeah, because he's going to squander it.
But if they fumble Obafemi, then that should be a scarlet letter that Triple H wears for the rest of his career.
Yeah, that's an you can't fumble that. The only way that when is American Gladiator supposed to air?
Okay, I'll find out for a second. Hold on.
Because the only possibility, and it shouldn't be, because Obafemi is in American Gladiators and he uses his real name and he talks with his real voice. That shouldn't kill his gimmick.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Turn into it, especially if it becomes a ratings hit. That's more people that are looking at.
Saying that wasn't real.
More people looking at the product and the WWE because Obafemi's in it. Who else is in it? Another person. I know.
Wardlow.
Yeah, Wardlow's in it. Camille's in it.
Yeah, and Miz is hosting. Yeah,
and Miz is hosting.
It doesn't say anything about airing. It doesn't say anything about airing.
Okay,
but there's already 2 seasons filmed.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's done. It's in the can. I'm just
returns on Prime Video. When?
Because you can get something out of that. If he's on a hit show. If one of your wrestlers is on a hit show, that's when you promote it. One of the reasons why WCW dropped the ball is because they talked the many reasons. They talked Goldberg out of appearing on ER because even though ER was the number 1 show on television.
Goodness gracious.
So they had a guy who looked a lot like Goldberg playing a wrestler, and the character's name was Kornberg.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they were bringing him into ER because he legitimately hurt himself. And, the fans wanted to, who's that guy? That's Kornberg, man. You don't know that. He's like the best wrestler in the world. That could have been Goldberg on the number 1 show on fucking television back when ER was averaging 35 million viewers a week.
They're crazy. Look, even Vince let Brett do Lonesome Dove.
Yes.
He let Austin do Nash Bridges.
For us, yeah.
Yeah.
He let Austin do Nash Bridges. Why would you not let? And it's not like they were going to have Bill play like a doctor.
No.
He was going to play a wrestler. They let Sting do. I watched Vader try to kill Macho Man lifting weights on the sand on Baywatch. You couldn't let Goldberg be an AER.
Hey, they had Courtney Cox on your show when she was married to David Arquette. You had the star of Friends on your wrestling show. You don't interview her. And Kurt Russell. You don't interview them.
Which, by the way, not only do you not interview them, but those 2 segments were actually gold in a really shitty time.
Yes.
Courtney Cox telling me you're not a wrestler. And then Kurt Russell walking up, just pimping up as Kurt Russell. And he goes, "Hey, look, I'm the heavyweight champion." He just goes, right. And he just fucking brilliant. And not announced, not mentioned again, not replayed, never saw it again. And I'm like,
no.
But this Kurt
even something as cheesy as, "Hey guys, Courtney Cox, the star of the number 1 show on television, is here because WCW is number 1.
Yeah.
Nope.
Hey, you know what? At least Sting's movie Shutter Speed is available for free on YouTube.
Shutter Speed.
Never seen
Happy
Shutter
birthday,
Speed?
Sting.
I have Shutter Speed.
I know
I've never seen. That's not the Christian movie, is it?
No. He plays a cop. He's married to Daisy Fuentes, of course.
Oh, Daisy! Wow, blast
yes.
from the past.
Wait, you've never seen this? Hold on.
Daisy Fuentes is a blast from the past.
Acting like this is Star Wars. You never saw Shutter Speed?
You never saw Shutter Speed? It was so popular. It wasn't at all.
You're the one, Derek.
You're the one that hasn't seen. Yeah, the opening scene has got him busting in a bathroom with a man dressed like a woman, smuggling in cocaine. That age as well.
Steve Borden.
Look at Steve. Look at little Stevie.
He
Hold
doesn't
on,
even have
trying to get-
glasses, which I could
I'm
have
trying
swore
to
he
get
had
to the. There
glasses.
we go. Here we go.
There he
Here we
is.
go. This is what I was
He
trying to
does have
get to.
glasses.
What year, Dan? What year?
2000.
2000. Okay.
2000.
So this is the 25th anniversary of Shutter Speed.
Oh,
Nothing-
Shutter
Yes,
Speed?
it is.
And nothing's
it's
being
not
done?
on Blu-ray.
Nobody said anything.
Here you go. Hey,
Look at that.
hey.
How you doing?
Then he talks. And it's all over.
And it's all over. Yeah.
No, you know what? It's a bad movie.
What?
No, Dan. Don't you say that.
He is not terrible, but there are much better things to do with your time.
This was
This
a
is coming from a
TNT
Sting
original
fan.
movie?
Yes, it was. yes, it was.
How did I miss this?
Because it's
Oh.
not good. Because
Wow.
nobody cares.
Look, I
Pulls
watched
over-
Thunder in
There's
Paradise.
the joke. Look, Sting got pulled over, but he's a cop. Waka waka.
He's gonna pull out his badge.
No,
Yeah.
no, he totally.
He's
gets a
going to
ticket.
shoot the cop.
No, he totally gets a ticket. Yeah, he shoots the cop. I'm the Stinger, and I'll sting you.
Speaking of Sting,
Pow!
Yeah.
one of his kids are making their debut.
You see how huge he is, Derek?
Wow.
How big he is.
I mean, you
You
see
know
how
what,
huge Sting's kid is.
Yes, he's a big boy.
And happy birthday, Sting.
I just need the camera. Well, it's Sting's birthday, so we're celebrating with the 25th anniversary of Shutter Speed. I wonder if I could stream that and not get nailed by copyright. You think I could?
I did see this scene. You feel better? He's got Sting up, and then Sting is like not selling
he
at all.
just turns him around. You feel better?
Oh, I meant happy birthday to Sting, Gordon Matthew Sumner, the singer. It's his
That's
birthday.
what I thought. I was like, it's
Yeah.
not Sting's birthday. It's the other guy's birthday.
It's the other Sting.
The other thing.
It's a Sting that doesn't know his name's
Well,
birthday.
The thing that's funny about this is, and I'm not a cinema snob, but I like cinema because I grew up watching Mystery Science Theater. Is there are like working actors in this movie just chewing scenery around,
Yeah.
which is not hard, but yeah, it's not the worst thing ever. It's not the worst.
You ever seen any of DDP's movies?
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately.
oh my God.
He did one
Only-
with MC Hammer. God,
So,
Wait, what?
you didn't know that?
No.
you know why? Because they promoted it just as well as Shutter Speed.
MC Hammer and DDP.
What was that
Yep.
one called? I can't.
I don't know. And no, Eric Roberts was in it too. Go figure.
I was about to say that sounds about right.
So that one's not online. Shutter Speed's on.
I was about to say, please tell me it involves DDP going to the inner city and trying to save kids.
No.
No, he's
Damn
like is that the one where he's like the president's Secret Service guy or like
Yeah, he's a bodyguard. He's a
bodyguard, right?
security guard. Yeah.
I vaguely remember that. MC Hammer's in that movie, huh?
Yes.
MC Hammer movie.
He died.
Come on.
Spoiler alert: MC Hammer dies in the scene. He gets shot on the couch, and then DDP and someone else has like a 5-minute scene with Hammer still dead on the couch. Just sitting there like this.
He was getting paid. He wasn't complaining.
I know.
Like, I need that money. I'm just gonna lay here.
I need that
Method
check.
actor.
Hammer's the only guy in the history of the music business that was on the behind the music with someone who lost all his fame and fortune and had nothing to do with drugs or alcohol.
Yes.
He just spent every dime he had.
First daughter.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I do know. Hammer's in that, huh?
Well, hold on. Hold on, because there's like fucking 3 of these movies. Wait. There's First Daughter, First Target, not with
Jesus.
DDP. What?
I think it's First Target.
And First Shot. So they went from TDP to Mariel Hemingway
Ooh.
and Daryl Hannah. What?
Yeah.
So it's got to
Yeah.
be First Daughter then. Oh man. Yeah, here you go. Derek.
Is DDP wearing a bad wig like in Devil's Rejects?
No,
That was
well,
a great
DDP's
wig.
hair doesn't need a wig.
Excuse me. Watch your mouth.
First daughter,
Watch your damn mouth about DDP. Is
1999.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't.
That also
remember
tells you.
anything
That
else.
also tells you how hot wrestling was. That they
Mhm.
just these guys
That they were
invented
like,
the move.
DDP could kind of act. You would do it.
Let's get him.
DDP's
No,
a wrestler.
Let's not do that. Oh, that is not what I copied at all. What the fuck? First,
DDP was in A Hard Day's Night. What?
no, that's Rubber Soul, you idiot.
All right. Well, Phil Collins was in A Hard Day's Night.
That is true.
There you go.
Just, Phil Collins was in A Hard Day's Night. Nobody could find him because he got cut, which is kind of his thing. Because the first movie he was ever in, he.
First Daughter was a legit film with Katie Holmes.
Yeah, no, this is not.
He played. Was her dad was the president, just during the Dawson's Creek era.
Son of a. Oh, no. God damn it.
Look up the films of MC Hammer, though.
So wait a minute. So Sting's movie's on here, but not DDP? What the hell? MC Hammer movies.
To be fair, Daisy Fuentes was in there.
Try One Tough Bastard. Try.
I'm going down to the night. He wasn't in a lot.
No.
He's in Private Parts, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Try One Tough Bastard.
25 large. For Your Love.
Yeah, The Last Mile.
Oh, man. One Man's Justice. How did he ever run out of money? What the hell?
Oh, right.
If you saw his house, you know why. Because he also spent it on. He had his own horse. In his house, he had water running through the entire house. I mean, through the floor, on the walls, up, just constant water running through his house, like a waterfall through his entire house.
By the way, Derek, DDP in The Devil's Rejects is the best acting he's ever did because he didn't have to say anything.
He doesn't say anything.
He has one line. One line, and I'm like, listen, I'll tell this story till I die. I popped because I didn't know DDP was in this. Went to see the movie. Diamond Dallas Page across the screen on the DDP. Shit. In the theater yelling like an idiot. Like, sorry, I got excited.
It's like my favorite Rock movie is what's the movie? He doesn't talk in it. It'll come to me, and he just walks around with a gun shooting people. Like, this is the greatest acting he's ever done. I love this.
The Rock was in it.
Yeah, it'll come to me.
I can't find it. Craig, you're gonna have to help.
Okay, and you know what? It might have been the movie where he gets killed in it. DDP may not have been in that film. I thought he was.
I can understand you making that.
Because the movie was just so out there with every, because One Tough Bastard, I know, was with Brian Bosworth was the star of that film.
I can see confusing Bosworth and DDP as an actor. I mean, all people are the same. I get it.
And then there was Ghost Ride the Whip in 2008.
Ghost Ride.
Faster. That's the name of the Rock movie. Faster. Billy Bob Thornton.
Faster. Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah. Okay.
I love that movie because he doesn't talk. He just walks around shooting people.
Yeah.
I thought I popped when I saw him in Reno 911, the movie.
Oh yes. And he was in what else was in The Other Guys with Samuel Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was probably the craziest death scene I've ever seen on
That was one of the best things. Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes.
And well, I never saw the movie, and my friend Matt sent it to me out of context with an LOL on it, and I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
Yeah, and it's funny because when you first watch the movie, the way they set it up, it makes it seem like they're going to be like a big part.
Yeah.
Of what's like you thought they were going to be the foils to the good guys, but nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Nope.
That is yeah, it's one of the best. Okay, I would only compare it. I would compare it second to 21 Jump Street when the originals show up and they just all end up getting
Peter Devils and Johnny Depp. That was great. That was one of my favorite cameos ever.
It was just not serious, and they're like, "Well, look at this. Hey, you're all dead." Kind of. Let me see. I'm playing the scene right now.
Or Brad Pitt and Brad Pitt and Deadpool 2. It's like that was Brad Pitt. Yeah.
You know what?
Dead.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'm waiting for The Rock's grim and gritty, but still slightly comedic reboot of Body Slam. Get out of here, Dana. No.
The Rock is a serious actor now.
He was on Kelly and Mark this morning. He and Emily Blunt, because they're on the press tour for The Smashing Machine.
Mm-hmm.
That's his Oscar bid.
I don't understand why this happens, by the way.
What?
This. The jumping from the roof.
They're going to get the bad guys.
Yeah, trying to get away.
They're getting away. No, they're stud cops.
Yeah, Dan. They would just do stuff to do it.
Yeah.
Well, they certainly did.
Yes, they did. Yeah, didn't see that coming.
Body Slam reboot. You know, there needs to be a Body Slam reboot. I would say
M. Harry Smilak. I mean, Dirk Benedict's still alive, so they can use M. Harry Smilak and the Barbarians.
Oh, you could put Jacob Fatu could be in it. There you go.
Yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about Roddy Piper anymore?
Yeah, we're allowed to talk about Roddy Piper.
Yeah, I think that thing hasn't caught too much news.
I mean, it's caught it with me.
Yeah.
Kelly Martin's still alive, so I can use her.
Smash Machine, Range Against the Pumpkins already taken. God, I forget how many people are in this movie. I mean, to be fair, I saw it once. I said, I'm good. Never again.
It was what made it so amazing is that Roddy Piper and the Tonga Kid were tag team partners in the film while they were feuding in real life. Well, they were feuding in the WWE at the time, WWF at the time.
Are you trying to say
wrestling?
This is not real? They don't actually hate each other?
Can that be a future episode? Best wrestling movie of all time, or best movie that featured wrestling in it?
Oh,
I know yours, Dan, is ready to rumble, but. There have been others.
I say yes, but it's not because it's a good movie. Okay.
Okay.
It's not a good movie. I argue there are moments of brilliance in it, like when they beat the holy hell out of Jimmy King, and it's because it's Joey Pants, and Joey Pants gets down right face to face with him. Why? Because I can. I'm done with you, and he just gets down and brushes his hair, goes, rest in peace, Jimmy King. And I'm like, that's fucking cinema. That is cinema. And it's because it's Joey Pants. And then again, Landau.
Martin Landau. Yes.
Sal Banditti, want to wrestle? I'm sorry. That scene
That's
works.
why I said, you don't have to sell it for me, Dan. I said, Ready to Rumble is your number one.
I love that movie. I really do.
That's your number one. So a future show, best wrestling movies.
Best wrestling movies. Yeah, we got to do that. We should do that next week. Best wrestling movies.
Okay, so start making out your list. All right, Dan, you're already out.
Ready to rumble. Ready to rumble
5 times.
I have a couple in my head. I think,
The wrestler
I got my
would be
one.
number one if they could hold the camera still. Who directed that? Aronofsky?
The Mickey Rourke, the wrestler. I thought you were talking about the
no, not the other one. Yeah, Mickey Rourke one
with Ed Asner and Vern Gagne as your star.
Although Ed Asner rocks, but all right, that's number 3. No, I'm not going to give my list today.
Okay,
I'm just saying, if you could hold the camera still, I'd like that movie a little better. It doesn't make me motion sick. I just hate that.
Yeah,
I hate it. Katie Sackhoff as Smilak wouldn't be the first time she played one of Dirk's characters.
But okay, that would be great. Thank you, whoever wrote that.
That would be Dana. That's Dana.
Thank you, Dana. That was that's a wonderful callback.
Craig will get every TV and film reference, mostly that, like 99% of the references you throw at Craig, he will get. He will absolutely get. And then later I'll go, can you explain that one to me so I can just pretend I'm cool on screen? I don't know what you're talking about.
I was going to say I was in the crowd scene for the in the wrestler with the when he went up against Necro Butcher.
Necro Butcher.
Yeah,
what a name from the past.
Yeah. How's he doing these days? Don't look it up.
I wouldn't know. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard a death an obituary. Okay, I know it's not for lack of trying though.
Wow, Necro Butcher. And you think about it, everybody he worked with is like a superstar somewhere else now. Seth.
Yeah.
Brody Lee became a star.
I saw him wrestle Joe.
Correct.
Yeah, Joe, Sammy. Yeah.
Misty chimed in and he went manga.
Oh, you know what?
What?
I could see it.
If the foo shits, right?
And I don't like to judge a book by its cover, but sometimes the cover tells you all you need to know.
I mean, no, it's pretty much.
Sometimes it tells you all you need to know.
I mean, and I'm just stating a fact. I'm not saying, oh, or oh. I'm just, that's what he does now.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Necro Butcher.
You want to be really happy, go to his Facebook page and read some of his public posts.
Wow.
Chuckle.
Yeah, he's up there in the Gig Mark Hall of Fame. I put him with Abdullah the Sheik, Dusty, Carlos Colon.
But even
King Curtis, the forehead.
What's his name? Abby had more teeth.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, best foreheads.
Surprisingly.
That went up there.
Okay,
so next week
year, he almost died last year.
Okay.
All I see is a picture of him in the hospital. And I don't have it like I care. Oh boy. And I made the mistake of going to his profile.
by the way, Peacemaker is available, right?
Peacemaker comes out tonight at 9.
9. Okay. All right. Just in time for me.
They keep messing me up because I see 6 p.m. and I think, oh, that's Pacific time.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. That's what I was like, oh.
I think it's all right. That's all right now. I was like, nope. It's 9 o'clock.
Necro. Necro.
Yeah.
Which your name being Necro now is even more offensive to me, given what it's close to. But in a funny story, my friend, we were in high school, and this is when ROH used to sell the tapes.
Uh-huh.
And my friend came, he's like, I got a new one. You know, they used to have like Joe versus Daniel. They used to have titles on them. And he was like, I got a new one. It's Samoa Joe versus the N-word Butcher. I was like, wait, what?
What?
Who? What did you call him? And he pulls out the tape. He's like, look. I'm like, his name better not be what you just said to me. But it's Necro.
It's Necro. Yeah. It's Necro. It reminds me of the joke in it reminds me of the joke in Deadpool 2 and Black Tom. His name Black Tom Cassidy, White Wade Wilson. And he gets killed. He goes, "You killed Black Tom, you racist."
It's like in The Hangover when they kept calling him Black Doug. He's like, "Hey, stop that! Stop that shit! I'm just Doug."
I think he didn't kidnap us. He kidnapped Black Doug. He kidnapped Doug.
What is going on?
The Doug we're looking for is a white.
But why am I concerned about Bad Bunny as an artist? What?
Dan, Bad Bunny doesn't speak English.
Am I trying to put rationale when there shouldn't be? Am I being stupid again? Am I being
Bad Bunny doesn't he doesn't speak English, Dan. He's not American. Now don't tell them Puerto Rico is part of America. Don't tell them that part. He speaks Mexican. Okay.
You and I are gonna joke about it, but you'd be fucking surprised how many people don't know that.
I am not. I've seen it. I have seen it.
Remember what I told you about starting the day off always giving the benefit of the doubt?
Mm-hmm.
I keep forgetting to stop doing that about reading comprehension.
Yeah.
Don't do that. No.
Like, my bad. I don't know what I was thinking. That's unfortunate. I can't. Well, I mean, is it like that's not surprising? Why am I even surprised?
No. No. I mean, brain damage is a thing.
It is a thing.
Dana, not just a rabbit, a Spanish rabbit.
Yes.
A bad one at that.
A bad. His name is Bunny.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you? Also, let me just close out my part of the show by saying, I thought you guys stopped watching after that one dude, Neil.
That's what I've been saying, Dan. I thought you people stopped watching football.
Yes. Why do you care? Was there anything that happens in football? They when they came back, when they took the end racism out of the zone.
Yeah.
That word, it just offends me.
They'll never be with this performance. They'll never be happy. They got mad when it was J-Lo and Shakira. I'm like, who doesn't want to see that?
Exactly.
Oh, and by the way, when Craig, when you were in that conversation and somebody brought up Beyonce, and I was like, well, I mean, someone should ask her husband because he's the one that runs the company that chooses the artists for the halftime shows, brother.
Yeah, and he probably doesn't want to, And look, it could have been Taylor Swift. They would have hated Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I heard they asked Adele. They would have hated Adele. If it's not an
Why?
old white rock band like The Who, like I remember when The Who performed, and I was just like, all right, this is okay. Like I can get with the
Did
Red
the
Hot Chili
Who
Peppers.
perform?
I
The
remember
Who
when
performed.
Tom Petty performed also.
Yes.
Coldplay performed.
Yeah, that was all fine. I believe
Dan-
The Who was. I believe they were the last performers before they started this new platform. I believe.
Yeah.
I think they were the year before Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. One of those.
Yeah.
Oh, 2010. I don't remember that happening at all.
The last really good one I saw that combined old and new when Aerosmith performed and then Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears performed.
Oh yes, that's the year the Giants.
Hold on,
I believe that's the
Dana-
year we got curb stomped by the Ravens.
Dana's chiming in. Well, good. Dana's
What?
chiming in with J-Lo and Shakira won that Super Bowl best athletic performance of the year.
I agree.
Yeah,
And also
was-
Pete Townsend would fit in great with that crowd. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
I do.
yeah, I do too.
Actually, both of them, Dana. Both of them are kind of knobs that way. It's just funny when you write the song. See, that's why my English band is almost foolproof. Almost. Unfortunately, they have that one single that they decided to write a fucking video for with a Mexican accent. So I can't say 100%.
Yeah.
But, when they sing a song like Land of Confusion, there's no hypocrisy.
No, not at all.
The
And
Who does My Generation, and like, what happened to you?
Yeah. And on that previous note, happy birthday legitimately to Mike Rutherford.
Yes, that's right. Don't get me started. Don't get me
Not getting started.
Everybody here, I know everybody here knows the song Living Years.
Yes.
Yeah, Derek.
I do.
Yes.
I do.
Okay.
I have grandparents. But look,
That's
people,
true.
if you want to
Mine are all dead, okay?
If you want to root for bands that aren't problematic, just go for the black bands. They just our bands. They just get on drugs and fight each other. That's it.
Didn't they just have? Yeah, exactly. But I mean, Derek, didn't they just have Usher 2 years ago or 3 years ago?
Yes. I
Full proof.
my brother every year he just argues for the Super Bowl. Nobody wants to invite Earth, Wind, and Fire to perform, like be part of their performance. Like he just gets so upset that Earth, Wind, and Fire hasn't been invited to perform with anyone yet.
Or New Edition, or the Boyz II Men.
Somebody,
Yeah, an act that's
just have them come out, man.
Nice,
Yes,
Dana. Dana says, all I need is a miracle. All I need are unrivaled Philadelphia tickets.
yes.
Yeah.
And
What
if
is
you do-
unrivaled? Is it a women's basketball tournament?
Guess I don't know.
I gotta look
Oh,
up because
yeah.
I saw the logo and I shared it so I could look it up later. And then Dana called me out on it, and I haven't seen what it is yet. But professional
Well,
basketball returns to Philly. Yes, we know that.
See,
First time's 98. The city. Go ahead, Derek.
I was gonna say,
it's a 3-on-3
closing out my part of the show. I just want to say,
Yeah.
oh,
Go ahead,
and it's based
Derek.
out of Philadelphia.
No,
No, I was going
it's
to say to
taking
close out my
place
part
in
of the show.
Philly.
I just want to tell AJ Brown it'll get better, buddy.
I think
It'll get
Dude,
better. I tried to
think
tell these
AJ
guys for you. It'll get better, AJ.
I think AJ Brown's just fucking with us, but that's just me.
He's fucking with us because he's not going anywhere. This is his home. We're not trading him. He's not leaving Philadelphia.
Clip
He's
this.
been an all-pro every year he's been here. Did I mention we're undefeated and how winning cures everything?
I didn't bring this.
I will say
didn't bring
this.
anything up. I didn't
What?
bring
And I'm not.
anything
And people call me biased because I played wide receiver.
up.
When it's time for him to sit down and get a new contract,
Yes.
they're not going to go, "Hey, we're going to give you this much because we won these many games with you." They're going to go, "We won these many games. You only had 2 catches, 3 catches." He's going to get penalized for his statistic. And I said this last year, and Philly fans blocked me out because they won the Super Bowl. He does not like Jalen Hurts.
Who?
That
Jalen
is-
Hurts is the godfather
apparent
of his
to me.
son.
Yes, they don't get along. They can't. And I don't blame those two. I blame Sirianni. I don't blame whatever conflict they have. I blame. I mean, look, he got paid $30 million to run cardio the second half of the last game. But you know how receivers are.
Yeah, I know.
They want to catch the ball. They want to be a part of it. And I hope they figure it out. Now they're lucky Devontae.
Have you heard of
Devontae seems like he's okay with it.
You haven't heard of
Yeah, Devontae seems like, hey, yeah, they're like, hey, pay me. That AJ Brown, man, it's a bubbling.
I love him.
It's not bubbling.
I love it.
We're fine. We're fine. Like I said, AJ, if we were 0-4, yeah, then it's something. We're 4-0, it's not anything.
I really do. Record notwithstanding, I really do think AJ's just fucking around with everybody. Yeah. And I mean, even, and I mean from the Eagles to us, I really think he's fucking around.
Yeah, and you know how big it was.
Wait, hold on, Craig. I think Derek has got a bit of a delay, so let him finish what he was going to say.
No, I was just gonna say,
or maybe not, but finish.
If he is just messing around, if I'm a coach, I'm not happy I have to answer questions about you posting.
Yeah, I knew
tweets.
It had gotten out of control when on Wednesday here, Derek, yesterday in the paper, AJ Brown shows up at practice. It's like, well, where the fuck else would he be? It's like he ain't hurt. Like, but that was news that AJ Brown was at practice.
And look, it's going to become a thing because the media won't leave it alone. They're going to keep poking and poking.
Dude,
I'm
just scrolling Google videos of just he's a diva, he's this, he's that. He does this. He's angry. He's this and that.
No, because look, for all intents and purposes, he could have went the TO route and just yelled at everybody on the sideline. So at least he's being a model citizen on the field, which is perfectly. Which I'm so glad he's doing.
Here's just going to be the crazy part. AJ has an AJ Brown day, 8 catches, 125 yards, and we lose.
He'll be happy.
That will be a whole different scenario because see, the rest of the fans, the sky will be falling because we don't lose. The Eagles don't lose anyway. Well, we haven't lost in a very long time. But if AJ has an AJ game and we don't win, that'll be the interesting dichotomy. The goal.
Oh, it'll be
for Philly fans, especially this Sunday. We have a dominant win and AJ has an AJ game.
Yeah, because if you guys lose and he has an AJ game, it'll be, see, they forced him the ball, it messed up the offense, and then they're going to turn against them.
Yeah, but we're fine. I'm happy that you have a new quarterback for now, Derek. It's Dart Mania is running wild.
Yeah, saw some things about Dart that makes me look at him a certain type of way. But,
wait, what?
Yeah, and we have,
Don't.
Okay. He's pro.
Is it? God damn it, son of a bitch.
He's pro the guy you just showed in the Necro Butchers.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
But
speaking of
I hope it works. I mean, I lost my receiver. I hate the turf. I hate the grass, the turf.
Yeah.
Oh, of course he is. He spells his name with an X. No kidding.
Yeah. Well, his mom and dad didn't name him that. So I'm not looking forward to we have the Denver on Sunday and then we got to go there on a short week. So we're going to see you Thursday. We can send a week from today, gentlemen. It's Thursday night football between my favorite team and Derek's favorite team. So we may have to cut it short. I know we're going on 2 hours right now, but next week it is a great episode. And next week we'll do it. We have to cut it short, but next week we're doing our top 5 favorite wrestling movies of all time.
Yes.
I think we should.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Easy list for me.
Yeah, you have to write the same name 5 times. But
let's just fill the words ready to rumble in 5 lines.
Do you have 5, Derek?
I have 3, definitely. In my head. I'm gonna try to think of the last because I have a lot of favorite movies with wrestlers in them. Bad movies.
Yes.
Like I used to love Suburban Commando when I was a kid.
Does that count?
Horrible movie.
Are we counting movies wrestlers started?
No.
No. Okay. I just want
to. It has to be movies with wrestling in it, right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
because
I'll have 5.
Okay.
I
guess
just
not.
also want to shout out Tom. Not at that, not, oh, wow. At not that Tom Green on Twitter. He's the guy that does the WCW deep cuts. And
Yeah. He's good.
right now he is reading Dave Meltzer, The Riot Act. And if you got 5 minutes and Twitter account, go there. Because it's just, let's try to get the gist of this here. I guess, well, I'm not listening to Dave's podcast because I ain't paying that man to tell me anything until he cleans up his office. But apparently he went on a tirade about Andrade. And Tom posted. Now, mind you, Tom tweeted this without tagging Dave Meltzer.
Okay.
Right? And he said, I'm not normally a big Dave Meltzer downer like a lot of folks, but his Andrade rant on his podcast today was absurd. The only thing I can think of is that Dave has legal custody of Sammy Guevara or something. Dave found that, or I'm sure he was told that, and he goes, name one inaccurate point. I had like dozens of them, and I have followed the company internally closer than anyone and seen the patterns. And Tom's reply was, dude, you've lived through Sid Vicious stabbing a coworker and having a half dozen other contracted stints in wrestling. Wrestling needs male contents who show up, cause some chaos, and switch promotions frequently. I'm not going to be like everyone else and go back and forth with you. I disagree with you, and I think you took it too personally. We aren't changing with others' minds. Take care. The line about Sid is very poignant. Like, he's got a point.
So I'm guessing Meltzer is upset because he doesn't think Andrade should be back because he punched his boy in the face.
Probably. Again, I'm not giving him clicks or listens or I'm not giving him clicks. Dave Meltzer will track you down.
But why
say
go
something
after?
Strong searches his own name relentlessly vibe. Yeah, he does. Go ahead, Jared.
So if it's a bad hire, why not criticize the guy who hired him?
Yeah.
Because he'll lose.
Just go, Tony. What are you doing?
He'll be mad.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh boy.
I don't. Everything's bass backwards these days. I don't even. It doesn't make sense. All of what makes me angrier about the bottom line about everything is all could be avoided if people just had reading comprehension. Literally.
Yeah.
I'm not wrong. That's what makes me angry about it. And Dana did say Tony only fears for his life if there's a front face lock involved. Go ahead, Derek.
It's some monitors moving.
Good, Derek.
Oh no, I had nothing.
Oh yeah, I thought you had follow-up. All right.
Is this still preseason hockey?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're playing you right now, and we got and
Yeah.
unfortunately for the Islanders, the Flyers scored on a penalty kill.
Okay.
Which, I think the Flyers last year or the year before had the highest amount of goals in the penalty kill. So it's not that shocking, but we are playing the Islanders tonight.
Okay.
And I'm sure it's only on the app for the Flyers, but I'm sure the Islanders, none of the preseason stuff's been on TV. It's all been on the apps. It's very infuriating.
Yeah, it's not on the Islanders, I believe, play on
they're doing the same
SNY.
bullshit?
Yeah. Everything, like we have an app called the Gotham app where you can watch, you have to pay. You can watch the Knicks. No, I'm sorry. You can watch the Nets. No, it's the Yankees, the Knicks, the Nets, and I believe the Rangers.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anybody got anything? We got anything else? I think we've gone deep tonight.
Yeah, we went balls deep tonight. We went all the way in.
Balls deep. Dana, I appreciate you coming in. Misty, as always. I saw some guy. I think I saw Stu pop up in the not Stu Hart. Thank God. Because
that'd be a news story.
Yeah. Stu Hart appears in random guys wrestling podcast. Yeah, you thought I should. Never mind. I'm getting out of here. Craig, where can people follow you?
They can follow me on what's left of social media at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, and TikTok at Craig Lagon, CraigLiGeons.
Go to danlaw.tv. You can follow all my social media links there. I'm tired of being on social media all the time, and I'm tired of naming them all. So follow me there. Ricky, follow Derek? Nowhere. Don't bother. He's got too much going on to waste his time with social media. Man, I wish. Anyway, cheers, Stu. Thank you. Again, thank you everyone for tuning in, and for Craig and Derek, I'm Dan. Yeah, Derek follows you. Yes, exactly. For Craig and the following Derek, my name's Dan. Keep it on the paper.
And there you have it. It's the end of the show. It's the end of the show, motherfucker!